Hey guys, just Gadamu here with another Gundam Father of Peace behind the scenes video tour, set tour, movie set tour. Yeah. I just woke up. So this is Mquve's office. If you're seeing that the walls look to be different colors, they're not. It's just that my lighting is elsewhere, and so it's just not showing up. Um, There's not enough light in the set to light them up evenly. And that's why the back one is receiving more light than the side ones. I chose a dark wall because while I wanted something that was kind of yellow or whatever, or a cream, I didn't have it. And with the COVID-19 thing, I couldn't get it. And I didn't know that I could paint this type of poster board because I had some crappy cheap poster board from the dollar store last time and I tried painting that and it just curled. So I was like, well, you know what? Dark blue is going to be the color of his room. And after I built it, I was like, yeah, I should have gone for the white on the opposite side, but it had some marks on it in the spots that I would have needed. So, sometimes budget defines things more than you want it to. However, I feel like it looks good. One of the main things in here is that this office is supposed to look very fancy. It's kind of a shame how much work and props went into it because it's only going to get this single real shot where he talks to Collins after she arrives at Odessa. I'm quite proud, though. There's several things I want to show off. One, Urgong, however you pronounce his crazy name, decided not to paint him yellow and just leave the gold as gold. That's a Red Skull uniform with a Star Wars head on it. But it looked fairly close to Mquve's Ensign Urgong, who seems to be his lackey and goes and does everything he says. He's back here waiting to take Collins to the front lines. Lieutenant Collins, of course, which is played by Lady J, and voiced by Chelsea Martin. Mquve, who still doesn't have his little ascot scarf around his neck. I'm going to be painting that today and gluing it on. It got lost in episode 2. It was in a safe place. You ever put things in a safe place? You're like, I don't know where it is, but it's in a safe place. So these are like wedding cake things. It took me years. I didn't know what they were. I would just find them randomly at like a yard sale. And finally I got 4 of them. The 4th one figuring out what the heck they were. I got these in a trade from a 1/18 scale diorama group. This and the statue and the masks and that thing there. So a few other things. Mquve is a collector of art and other stuff, so I went through my collection of props and I found everything I could possibly find. I have a few leftovers that didn't get used, but not much. And I fit as much as I could on here. I wanted to have more authentic props, but like it was $24.99 for like a 8-pack of Dollhouse China, and it just was like, do I spend $25 on some tiny props for this set that just aren't going to be noticed all that much? Because our focus is going to be on Mquve, focus is going to be on Collins. I suppose there could be a shot like this, but and maybe I'll show off his collection, but overall, it's a short scene. So, I've got his video screen over here. I've got a knight helmet, a crystal, whatever you want to call that, punch bowl. Some kind of pottery. That's the kind of pottery I would have had a bunch of. Got some masks from Indiana Jones. The sword is from Indiana Jones. Not sure what the Stonehenge thing is. Not sure what these are. Just found them one day at the yard sale, like, cool! Hung on to them. A tiny little computer. Chair is from a dollar store doll set. Got books and some other Indiana Jones things in there. Glass case is some kind of... I just go to thrift stores and like, oh, I think I can use that someday, and I hang on to it. Yeah, there's a pink shelf. I just didn't feel like painting it. It's like, this scene is so short. Why should I paint the shelf? It just isn't worth it time-wise to me. And, of course, I found a vase for him to be fascinated with. He's always like ledinging the vase. Leding. Le Ding. If you've ever seen Gundam Abridged, it's worth checking out. Yeah, I found a vase for that. Doesn't look exactly the same. Found a desk for him. Overall, you know, shots will be filmed so that we don't see the top of these here. Like this, or like this. Now, I think overall it makes for a very believable office for Commander Mquve, who's hoarding art and stuff like the Nazis did during World War II. Well, I got a little bit long-winded, but these behind-the-scenes tours, there's a lot of work that goes into this stuff. There's a lot of work. You know, the desk is just barely super glued down. This is sticky tack down, sticky tack, sticky tack, sticky tack, sticky tack, sticky tack, clear, tacky glue. You know, like I use different substances to hold stuff down based on how well it's going to stay down. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. Please leave me a comment what you think down below. Remember, the walls, when they're better lit, should match, because they're the exact same piece of poster board. I just cut it up into 3 ways. If you're curious on how I build my sets, I guess I'll just add a little bit. There's a wood base to this. This is like marble, fake marble. I don't know what you want to call it. It's cheap stuff. I found this somewhere. The whole piece of wood and everything. I found it somewhere. So I hung on to it, and I just cut up my poster board. I nailed it in because there was wood instead of poster board as a floor. Usually use pins. And back here, those are the pins that go into the poster board. That's how I build these sets. It's rather easy. Alright, now I'm going. See you guys later.